Welcome to World Bulletin. I'm Anderson Cooper, and tonight, we're bringing you a story that's sending shockwaves through the global auto industry and beyond. In a move that's nothing short of historic, both Ford and Tesla have announced plans to shift major operations north of the border, relocating significant production and research facilities to Canada. This decision is reverberating through boardrooms, factory floors, and political circles across North America, shaking the very core of American manufacturing. For thousands of American auto workers, this isn't just another business headline, it's a personal crisis. The sight of shuttered factories and empty assembly lines is becoming all too real, sparking deep concern for families and entire communities whose livelihoods depend on these jobs. The political fallout has been immediate and intense. Former President Trump is leading a wave of outrage, calling the move a betrayal of American workers, while protests erupt outside auto plants and in city centers. Ford, a symbol of American industry for over a century, is relocating its next-generation electric vehicle battery production to Ontario, Canada, citing access to critical minerals, government incentives, and a skilled workforce. Meanwhile, Tesla is doubling down on Canadian innovation, expanding research and production with a focus on making electric vehicles more affordable and accessible to a global market. These aren't minor adjustments or temporary measures. This is a strategic pivot, an intentional shift away from the United States, something that would have been unthinkable for these iconic brands just a few years ago. Corporate giants like Ford and Tesla are chasing stability, government incentives, and a competitive edge in a rapidly changing global market. But for the American heartland, this means mounting economic anxiety, uncertainty about the future, and tough questions about what comes next. Why is this happening now? What does it mean for the future of Made in America and the millions of workers who have built their lives around the auto industry? Tonight we'll break down the complex reasons behind Ford and Tesla's decisions, examine the financial numbers, and explore the political firestorm that's erupting in Washington and beyond. We'll hear directly from affected workers and community members, and take you inside the Canadian industrial parks that are suddenly at the center of the automotive world. What makes Canada so attractive right now? We'll find out. This story is about more than just cars. It's about the future of American jobs, the shifting landscape of global competitiveness, and the choices that will shape economies for decades to come. Stay with us as we unpack every angle of this unfolding crisis, from the boardrooms to the break rooms, and from the factory floor to the halls of power. For the latest updates and in-depth reports, don't forget to subscribe to World Bulletin. I'm Anderson Cooper. Let's dive in and explore what this seismic shift means for all of us. Why are Ford and Tesla shifting key operations to Canada? It's about stability, resources, and incentives. U.S. political and regulatory uncertainty has made long-term planning tough for automakers. Tesla wants secure access to battery minerals. Canada offers reliable lithium, nickel, and cobalt, plus a streamlined supply chain. Ford is drawn by Canadian government incentives, worker training, and clean, low-cost energy. Both companies see Canada as a stable partner with a clear industrial strategy for the green economy. They're not abandoning the U.S., but their message is clear: the future of auto manufacturing is shifting north. The latest numbers paint a stark picture for the U.S. auto industry, revealing a sector under immense pressure and facing a rapidly changing landscape. As we move through September 2025, the data is clear. The industry is at a pivotal moment, with challenges mounting on multiple fronts. U.S. auto production forecasts for 2026 are down nearly 8%, a direct result of Ford and Tesla's recent strategic decisions to shift investments and production elsewhere. This decline is not just a number, it signals a significant slowdown in domestic manufacturing, with assembly lines running below capacity and uncertainty clouding the future of American car making. Meanwhile, Canada has emerged as a major player, attracting over $25 billion in new EV and battery investments in just the past 18 months. While U.S. investment has slowed, Canadian provinces are seeing a surge of new factories, jobs, and technological innovation, positioning themselves as leaders in the next generation of automotive manufacturing. By 2028, nearly 30% of all North American EVs could be assembled or powered by Canadian-made batteries, an astonishing leap from less than 5% just a few years ago. This rapid growth is transforming Canada into a hub for electric vehicle technology and production, drawing talent and resources away from traditional U.S. auto regions. As a result, the U.S. now risks losing its leadership in affordable EVs, becoming increasingly reliant on imports from abroad. This growing dependence threatens not only the industry's competitiveness, but also the nation's ability to shape the future of transportation. Job losses are mounting. 15,000 direct U.S. auto jobs are at risk, with layoffs already hitting communities that have long depended on the industry for stable employment and economic growth. The ripple effect is profound, potentially impacting over 50,000 workers and their families as local businesses, suppliers, and service providers feel the strain of shrinking paychecks and lost opportunities. Communities in Michigan, Ohio, and Texas now face deep uncertainty, with shuttered factories and anxious residents wondering what the future holds for their towns and livelihoods. These aren't just numbers, they represent real people, real families, and real futures on the line. Every pink slip and closed plant tells a story of disruption and hardship. The shift is real, and the consequences are immediate. Decisions made today will shape the industry for years to come, affecting not just workers but entire communities and the broader economy. America's auto heartland is at a crossroads, facing a choice between adapting to new realities or risking further decline. The legacy of American innovation and manufacturing hangs in the balance. The question now is clear: can the U.S. auto industry adapt, innovate, and reclaim its leadership before it's too late? The answer will determine the future of America's auto towns, workers, and its place in the global automotive race. The political backlash was instant, led by former President Trump. He called Ford and Tesla's moves a total betrayal of American workers, urging a boycott and proposing steep tariffs on Canadian imports. Trump's message: punish companies that leave, protect American jobs at any cost. His rhetoric resonates in the Midwest, where communities feel abandoned. The current administration is scrambling to reassure the public, but the high-profile exits make that a tough sell. The political battle lines are drawn: populist fury versus a government struggling to project stability. The fallout is just beginning. Beyond boardrooms and politics, the human cost is devastating. In towns like Flat Rock, Michigan, the loss of promised high-tech jobs has left communities reeling. Generations of families who built their lives around the auto industry now face an uncertain future. Local businesses brace for the ripple effect. School funding, property values, and city services are all at risk. Workers worry: will their skills become obsolete? Will they have to move to find work? The EV and battery sectors were supposed to be America's next industrial chapter. Now many are left simply trying to hold on. So, what's Canada doing right? Canada's strategy billions in direct incentives, co-investment partnerships, and generous tax credits for clean tech. The government fast-tracks mining permits, creating a mines-to-mobility supply chain for critical minerals. Companies like Tesla can source, process, and manufacture batteries within one stable jurisdiction. Canada offers a predictable regulatory environment and clean, low-cost energy. The result? A powerful value proposition for automakers. Canada has rolled out the red carpet for the auto industry of the future. American giants are walking right down it. What's next for the U.S. auto industry? As the world rapidly shifts toward new technologies and global markets, the American automotive sector faces a defining moment that could shape its future for decades to come. Experts say America is at a crossroads, facing both unprecedented challenges and unique opportunities. The choices made today will determine whether the U.S. remains a leader or falls behind in the global race for automotive innovation. The loss of Ford and Tesla operations signals a deeper competitive challenge, highlighting vulnerabilities in the current system and raising concerns about the long-term stability of American manufacturing. The U.S. can't rely on its historic dominance. Global competition is fierce, with international automakers investing heavily in advanced technology, sustainability, and workforce development. Experts urge a unified national strategy, one that brings together government, industry, and labor to chart a clear path forward. They recommend aligning trade, energy, labor, and environmental policies to attract long-term investment, foster innovation, and ensure the industry's resilience in a rapidly changing world. Predictability is now as crucial as profitability. Investors and companies need stable policies and clear signals to plan for the future and make bold investments in new technologies. There's also a risk of brain drain. Top talent may follow high-tech jobs to Canada or other countries, seeking better opportunities and more supportive environments for innovation. America must create an environment that keeps and attracts world-class talent, investing in education, research, and high-quality jobs to remain competitive on the world stage. The decisions by Ford and Tesla are a wake-up call, a signal that urgent action is needed to secure the future of American manufacturing and protect millions of livelihoods. The future of American cars, and millions of jobs, hangs in the balance. The next steps will determine whether the U.S. auto industry thrives or struggles in the years ahead. Thanks for watching World Bulletin. We'll continue to follow this story as it develops. What should the U.S. do next? How can America regain its edge in the global auto industry? We want to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more coverage on the future of American industry and innovation.